Finally, GPT 5.6 is live. In this video, I built 3 insane projects. I rebuilt my whole company's website. I built a voice-activated chessboard where you move with your voice and not with your hand. And then also, I built a native iOS alarm app that looks insane. All in this video, start to finish. Let's get into it. Don't care about benchmarks. I care about results. Let's see if GPT 5.6 is as good as Fable 5. Can we get one day of relaxation? Hell no. All right, so when you load it up, you'll get to update it, and you'll see the way you know it's actually 5.6 is down here. You'll see the model selector, and you can see I got 5.6 Sol. It's all right there. I could also select different models if I want. Terra's also in here. Luna's also in here. So let's go 5.6. Let's go to high. Speed. You could do fast also, which is nice. The one thing I've noticed is they've definitely put it all in one application, finally. So if you click up here, now there's like a new hidden menu, and you could get the two different things. So ChatGPT and Codex are now into one super app, which is what I've been talking about for months. This is how all these companies are going to go. So you can just have everything in one. We've already seen this with Claude Code. They've added design, co-work, everything is in one, just like ChatGPT is doing. So obviously I'm not interested in the work stuff. There's some cool automations. Let's go right into the coding. So the first thing I want to do is I want to just give it a simple prompt to just build me a really nice landing page and see what it does. So I run a community on School. It's for builders. There's 655 members, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is I want to actually rebuild this as an actual website. So I'm just going to take a few screenshots because it's obviously behind a paywall, but I want to just put this in here. And I'm just going to say, let me just go in. Let me go to the classrooms. Let me just take a bunch of screenshots from the classrooms of everything that's in here. Then we're going to go into Codex and we're going to drop those images in. All right, there it is. I'm going to grab those. I'm going to drag them in. Can you build me a single page landing page for my AI builders community? The whole idea of this is I want this to be a home page instead of the home school page that I could send people to, give them all the information, and then I want you to fill out with all the sections, the headers, the image, add a footer, make it look like a legit landing page with a big sign up button that says join AI builders. You have total freedom as far as the design. I just want to see how good this website will actually look. So use all your best tricks, bells and whistles to make this absolutely badass. So obviously that's not the type of prompt I would put, but I just want to kind of push it. I don't want to give it too much information. I wanted to kind of inspect it and look at it. And then you know what I want to do also is I want to give it the URL. So the big question is it going to take all the assets? Is it going to crop my logo? Is it going to make all of those things? That's kind of what I'm really curious about, because I know a coding agent can build landing pages, but I kind of limited. It's a closed platform. I gave a couple screenshots and I'm just going to see what it comes up with. If you notice down on the bottom here, there's a picture in picture now where you can actually see in real time what it's coding, which is quite nice. And here it is. So AI builders. Ooh, that's kind of nice actually. I like the little background image. Everything's automated. Ah, very nice. Ooh, look at that. Everything you need. Nothing you don't. Proof beats promise. Over 250 projects launched. Damn, this is very clean. I am impressed. Definitely the cleanest landing page that I've seen so far, especially one shot with that prompt. And as I mentioned, did it take my logo? And it did. All right, and next what we're going to do is we're going to build this app right here. So this is an alarm clock that it's only set off when you have to walk around the house. It's called Steppy. This is an app that I'm actually going to be launching in the App Store. And I've already built this in Fable 5. So this was one-shotted in Fable 5. I've already tested it. It fully works. It has all the permissions for the alarm clock. Everything is done. And I'm going to put the same exact prompt into Codex and see how it does to compare. And this is a native iOS Swift application. So here is the full prompt. So it looks like it's making an actual game plan. We have 5 steps. Let's take a look if we can click those. So inspect the environments, checking all the APIs, scaffolding the first thing, implementing everything, reviewing and polishing. This is probably going to take a while. I think inside of Claude, I think this one took about 17 minutes, I want to say. So one thing I want to check is while this is cooking up, can I actually launch another project and have them both running together? So let's use another folder. And let's build a really fun game, actually. So I've always wanted to do a voice chess game. And then, yeah, so it does look like Steppy's still working. And now we have this voice chess. And here's my idea. I've been actually thinking about this idea for a while. I want to create a web-based chess game, 3D chess game using 3.js. And the whole idea of this is I want you to make the full chess game from start to finish that I could actually play. But the big thing I want to do is I want it to be voice activated. So I want you to allow me, using my voice, to be able to control the pieces. So when I say king to a6 or pawn to c7, that's going to be the way we're going to move. When I say a command, I need you to give me a preview, and then I need to be able to confirm the move. So I want you to do like a overlay where the possible piece is going to end up when I ask and request the movement. The funny thing about this idea is I wanted to build this for my Tesla because I love playing chess. So when I'm self-driving, I want to just have my phone propped up and I could just be playing chess while I'm enjoying the views in my self-driving Tesla. So again, bear in mind, this is just a vomit prompt because I want to give it as little information as possible of exactly how I want to do this. Because I know if I instruct an LLM with a specific PRD, it's going to build it. The whole purpose of this test is, can anybody just talking actually build sophisticated software? That's why in my demos on YouTube, I always do these types of prompts. When I'm building my own applications, I have a full PRD with everything that's more complex because that's how I like to build, where I plan stuff out. But for the purpose of the demo is I want to just talk it into existence. All right, so while those are running, when you go up here and switch now, let's go to work. And I actually want to try to do some of these tasks. So I have a bunch of stuff that's already plugged in. So I have my document, spreadsheet, sites, browser, Chrome. And I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm going to say, can you go on X and find Greg Eisenberg's posts? And I want you to pull the last 10 posts, and I want you to summarize them for me. Because typically a lot of these coding agents, Codex, or they can't go on X because it's all restricted. So we can't just scrape information. But let's see how it actually does it with the browser. This has always been a limitation of Cowork. It's been a limitation of a bunch of these agents. You need to actually set up specific either APIs or overrides where it can actually do it. But oh, it looks like it's actually pulling up my... Oh, it does look like it's doing it. Okay, this is pretty dope. Yeah, so this would definitely be a first where it just does it and doesn't ask questions. Hey, yo, I must say though, this image right here is absolute fire. Voice Gambit, speak, preview, confirm. That's an amazing looking image. Great visuals. The pieces are out of place, but that is actually pretty good. So I definitely want to launch this app, either just for myself. Maybe if you guys are interested, I'll put it out on iOS because I think a lot of people would want to play chess in their Tesla without having to reach and press the buttons, just using your voice. Let me know if that's a good idea if I'm losing my mind. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to GPT work, and then I'm going to go back to our landing page for AI builders right here. But I'm going to give it a new task, and I'm going to say this. Can you create me a 10-day social media Instagram carousel posts? Make them 3 images per posts. And based on everything you know about what we do, I want you to create it to attract beginners that want to learn vibe coding, AI agents, all of the newest, best AI tools. And I want to have the first image as an AI generated image with some text. Second one, I want the body of it, what we actually do. And then the third one is the CTA. So that's the structure I want for all of the posts. I want you to create 3 posts, and each post should have 3 images for an image carousel. I want you to use the best marketing skills. Think Russell Brunson meets Alex Hormozi to create the engaging type of viral content that's shareable, that's engaging, that looks super high quality. And I want you to use the best design skills to make it look like native Instagram carousels. All right, let's see what it does. Again, I'm just kind of going off the cuff here, just kind of pushing it, which is what I would be doing. All right, so it says first thing, image generating, anti-generic writing skills here. Perfect. The first will produce 9 polished carousels ready assets. And the second will keep the hooks and CTA punchy and human. I'll first pull the actual offer, everything from the context of that folder. That's the one thing with projects is once you have a project built, now it's going to have all the context of everything that you've built inside of that. Oh shit, our app is done. Let's check it out. Oh, this is nice. Okay, step block. Walk to unlock. No steps, no silence. Steppy needs proof. Keep walking. Steppy is watching. Step counting isn't available on this device. That's fine. So 10 steps. So this is a test. I like the little animation though, it's very cute. Okay. So alarm is unlocked, but now we need it on our actual phone. So it does work though. That's actually pretty good. Okay, let's launch it on the actual phone, which is the only thing that matters. All right, so I'm actually gonna test it. So here it is on my phone. Let me see, make sure you guys can see that. Yep, morning sleepyhead. So now we're gonna go to settings, step goal. Let's make the step goal a lot more manageable. Let's do like 20 steps, vibration, snooze, alarm. This actually looks pretty damn good. I mean, check out the menu system. Check out the menu system. That actually looks pretty clean. It definitely has like a nice vibe. So let's add an alarm. Let's do 11. Right now it's 11:44. So let's do 11:45 a.m. All right. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. There's the alarm. So now I need to walk. So let me just walk a little bit. I know it looks silly as hell, but that's how you test apps, guys. So let's see. So it doesn't have an actual live counter, so I don't know how many steps I've taken. But let me just walk around the house really quick. All right, so it didn't actually work. It didn't stop, which means that it's not actually counting our steps. So, but it's pretty damn good. I mean, visually, it's beautiful, but it definitely didn't count. Let me just make sure that there's no other permissions. I see. Okay, got it. So I didn't have my permissions set up correctly. There was motion and fitness. There it is. Okay, so now it asked me for motion and fitness permissions. So let me do that really quick. Okay, damn, I'm really impressed. It definitely has one bug, which is this motion and fitness won't turn on. So let's make that quick adjustment. Let's go here and say, the app works great, except the motion and fitness permissions does not request. And when I click open settings, system settings, it does not actually show up in there, inside the actual application. Everything else seems to be working. Can you make sure the motion and fitness is actually tracked so I could walk? All right, there's the second prompt. But guys, I've been doing this with Fable 5 over the past month, and especially over the last week, and this is really impressive. This is a native iOS Swift application, and it just built this in, you saw 6 minutes, actually 23 minutes, which is nuts. Okay, so while that's cooking up, let's take a look at our chess game, because it looks like it is finished. So this is going to be insane. Holy smokes, look at this. Definitely the best 3D chessboard I've seen. Okay, but we need to activate voice. So ready when you are. Voice is paused. Tap the microphone to begin. Allow while visiting the site. Pawn to e4.
Previewing pawn from e2 to e4. Say confirm or cancel.
Confirm.
e4. Black to move.
No fucking way.
Name a destination square, like knight to f3.
Knight to f3.
No legal knight move to f3 is available.
This is insanity.
Name a destination square, like knight to f3.
Knight to f6.
Previewing knight from g8 to f6. Say confirm nf6. Y to move.
Knight to f3.
Previewing knight from g1 to f3. nf3. Black to move.
Pawn to b5.
Previewing pawn from b7 to b5. Y to move.
All right, guys. This is absolutely
Name
fucking insane.
Square, like knight to f3.
It's obviously got some logic stuff, but this is one shot from just a crazy idea that I had in the car. I am absolutely blown away. Never thought this would be done in one shot, and it absolutely works. So go play with this and go build some crazy ideas. Voice activated 3D chess in a browser in 7 minutes. Voice Gambit. I'm definitely launching this. All right, let's take a peek at the carousels that it was able to create. As you can see, we got some previews here because we do have quite a few more images. So let's take a look. So here it is. Then we got vibe coding 4 moves. And then we got the next one. Your idea deserves a URL, 21-day path, 30 minutes a day. This is all context from our actual community. Give AI one job. Then we got build a useful AI operator, mission tools, guardrails, schedule, love it. Which task would you hand to your AI agent? Boom, next one, pick one idea. 4 phases, ideate, build, automate, launch. Exactly. And then we have our products, members revenue, even pick that up. And then the active builders. There you have it, guys. That is what it can now do with one simple prompt within the context of what you're building. So whatever project you're building. But last but not least, let's go take a look at our Sleepy app, our Steppy app, and see if it finished. So let me open up Xcode really quick. Everything looks good. Performance, start the morning. add the alarm clock. This is a beautiful design though. You guys agree? Look at that. I've already have my one streak because I already tested it. It all works. So now you can go set your alarm, put the time. When do you want to repeat it? How many steps are you trying to unlock? We also have our alarm clock, vibration, allow 9-minute snooze, save the alarm, and there it is. And let's see if this works. Checking that movement. Oh, so it won't even let me because I actually didn't move it. I'm trying to demo it. But there you have it, guys. Everything is done. 5.6. Very impressed with it. I'm going to continue building it with it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video.